good day everyone. We are from Group 2 and today we will be discussing about the colonization in the country of Philippines and African nations. So there were two guided questions that we have in here and we will be answering. These answers are based on our research. How were both the Philippines and African nations exploited economically by their colonizers? Consider the extraction of resources, forced labor, and the establishment of unfair trade systems. Second, in what ways did colonization impact the cultures of both the Philippines and African nations? Discuss the introduction of new religions, languages, and social cultures, as well as the suppression of indigenous customs and tradition. And to answer the first question, we have here both the Philippines and Africa nations were among exploited economically by their colonizers. And to discuss it further, we'll go first with the extraction of natural resources. First, Philippines that was under Spanish rule in later American control year 1898 to 1946. The Philippines was used primarily for its agricultural resources, including sugar, tobacco, and coconuts. The Spanish established a system of encomiendas, granting land and native labor to Spanish settlers. Under American rule, the Philippines became a source of raw materials like copra, timber, and minerals. The colonizers controlled these industries and ensured that profits flowed to the colonial powers rather than to the local population. So yes, as we all know that even today or right now, we all know that Philippines, it's really rich when it comes on agricultural resources or raw materials. So there's no doubt why some colonizers will be able to take advantage just for them to have the profits for this specific, materials or this specific agricultural resources that was mentioned. And then second, in Africa, African colonies were also seen as valuable resources of natural resources. Unlike with the Philippines, we have agricultural, and in Africa, they have natural resources. European powers, particularly the British, French, Belgian, and Portuguese, extracted minerals such as gold, diamonds, copper, and in agricultural products, they have rubber, cotton, and then cocoa, and other resources as well. This extraction was usually forced with little regard for the well-being of the local populations. The forced labor system, especially under the Belgian regime in the Congo, is infamous for its brutality. And then in both the Philippines, to narrow down, in both the Philippines and Africa, the economic system set up by colonizers created lasting inequalities, dependence on external markets, and a legacy of economic underdevelopment. The colonial powers prioritized their own economic interests, often at the expense of local populations, and left this region struggling with the long-term effects of economic exploitation. So it was really shown here that it was really these colonizers really took advantage of the natural and agricultural resources that the Philippines and the Africa has. And this information that we have gathered here, we also included in our PowerPoint presentation the reference where we got this information. And then on the next question, in what ways did colonization impact the cultures of both the Philippines and African nations? Discuss the introduction of new religions, languages, and social structures, as well as the suppression of indigenous customs and traditions. So it really emphasizes that whenever there is colonization or colonizers, as what I have mentioned, there will be unexpected changes. So the impact of colonization on the Philippines and African nations rather. So in colonization, a period of historical dominance and exploitation left a profound and enduring impact on both the Philippines and African nations. This influence extended to various aspects of society, including religion, language, social structures, and cultural practices. So these aspects that was mentioned, or various aspects that was mentioned, we will really gonna expect some changes or adaptation from the colonizers. If what those religion or language, social structures, and cultural practices that they usually use, people will usually gonna adopt that, because that's the thing that they will also gonna implement once they would be able to colonize the specific nations or specific place. So to narrow down, let's go first with a religious transformation. From the word transformation, there was some changes that has been made. First, Philippines. Spanish colonization introduced Roman Catholicism, which became the dominant religion. Indigenous animistic beliefs and practices were suppressed or syncretized with Catholic rituals. While in Africa, European powers, primarily Britain, France, and Portugal, introduced Christianity. Indigenous beliefs were often marginalized or demonized, leading to a decline in traditional spiritual practices. So if what those religion that the colonizer usually practice, it would also be implemented to the said nation that they were able to colonize rather. And then when it comes on linguistic shifts, from the word shifts as well, there was some changes that has been made after the colonization. So to discuss about the Philippines linguistic shifts, Spanish became the language of the elite and government. While indigenous languages persisted, Spanish and later English became integral to education and administration. Integral means this is to implement or make it more significant to use when it comes on education and administration. While in Africa, colonial languages such as English, French, and Portuguese became the languages of power and education. This led to the decline of indigenous languages and a linguistic divide within many African nations. And then in social and political restructuring rather, from the word restructuring, there's also changes that has been made. In Philippines, the Spanish introduced a hierarchical social system based on Spanish law and customs. Indigenous social structures were disrupted and land ownership patterns were altered. While in Africa, colonial powers imposed administrative and legal systems that often disregarded traditional governance structure. This led to the erosion of indigenous authority and the creation of new social hierarchies. While the suppression of indigenous customs and tradition, this is still related to the previous slide that I have showed or discussed to you. In the Philippines, Spanish authorities actively suppressed indigenous customs and traditions, often labeling them as pagan or superstitious. This included banning traditional rituals, festival, and clothing. While in Africa, colonial powers often viewed indigenous cultures as backward and primitive. They suppressed traditional practices such as polygamy and female genital mutilation while promoting European values and norms. And those are the information that we have gathered. Those are based from the information that we have gathered, and we will be including the references on our PowerPoint. And that would be all. Thank you.